Welcome to Lost Creatures Codex channel. Here are basic infos about several interesting extinct creatures. Argentavis magnificens was one of the biggest flying birds that ever lived. It flew in the sky about 6 million years ago. Its wings were super long, about 7 meters or 23 feet from tip to tip, which is longer than a car. It was as tall as a person and weighed as much as a grown-up lion. Argentavis had a strong beak and big wings that helped it glide high in the sky. It probably ate small animals or found food that was already dead, kind of like a vulture today. Even though it was huge, it could still fly, using strong winds to help it stay in the air. The Plesiosaurus was a marine reptile that lived during the early Jurassic period, around 200 million years ago. It was not a dinosaur, but a distant relative of reptiles like lizards and snakes. Plesiosaurus had a broad body, short tail, and 4 large flippers, making it well suited for swimming. It grew up to about 3.5 meters or 11 feet long, and likely fed on fish and other small sea creatures. Its long neck and small head gave it a unique appearance, often inspiring sea monster myths. Despite popular depictions, it couldn't stick its head out of the water like a swan due to its stiff neck. Baryonyx, or B. walkeri, was a fish-eating dinosaur that lived about 130 to 125 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period. It measured around 8 to 10 meters or 26 to 33 feet long, stood about 2.5 meters or 8 feet tall at the hips, and weighed up to 2 tons. Baryonyx had a long, narrow snout filled with conical teeth, massive claws on its hands, up to 31 centimeters or 12 inches long, and a crocodile-like skull adapted for catching fish. It was one of the few known piscivorous dinosaurs hunting in waterways and possibly scavenging. It went extinct with other dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Its name means heavy claw. Dedicurus was one of the coolest armored animals from the Ice Age. It lived in South America around 2 million to 10,000 years ago. Dedicurus looked kind of like a giant, spiky armored armadillo, but way bigger. It was about the size of a small car and could weigh as much as a pickup truck. Its back was covered in a hard, bumpy shell to protect it from predators. The most awesome part? Its tail. It had a heavy, club-like tail with spikes at the end, which it could swing to defend itself. Doedicurus walked low to the ground on short, strong legs and probably ate plants like grass and leaves. Even though it looked like a tank, it was a peaceful herbivore just trying to munch and chill. Parasaurolophus was a cool-looking dinosaur with a long, tube-shaped crest on its head. It lived about 75 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. This dinosaur could grow up to 10 meters or 33 feet long. That's as long as a bus. It walked on 2 legs or all 4s and ate plants like leaves and pine needles. The crest might have helped it make sounds, like a built-in horn, to call to other dinosaurs. Parasaurolophus was part of the duck-billed dinosaurs and was totally a peaceful plant-eater. The Irish elk was one of the largest deer that ever lived. It roamed the grassy plains of Europe and Asia about 7,000 years ago. Its antlers were massive, up to 4 meters or 13 feet wide, which is wider than a car. The Irish elk stood about 2 meters or 6.5 feet tall at the shoulders, as tall as a tall person. Even though it's called an elk, it's more closely related to deer. Its huge antlers were probably used to impress other elk or fight for mates. The Irish elk ate plants and grass like deer today. Sadly, it went extinct, likely because of climate changes and lack of food. Subscribe for more content like this. See ya!